I'm actually excited about the times that we live in today, because years ago, if you wanted to display your work, you'd have to go to an art gallery. You'd have to go to an area where you can actually print your photos, put them out there, have a certain amount of people see them.
Hello everyone, welcome to this week's episode of the Lovin Show, where Shireen and I sit down with Dubai's finest and we get to know them a little bit more. This is TG, guys, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Not at all. First of all, we know you from Instagram. You're an incredible content creator.
Thank you.
You put out some of the most beautiful pictures we've ever seen of Dubai, but who was the man behind the Instagram account?
He's just an average guy that loves photography. I actually grew up loving photography, and when I was in college, I remember getting my first camera, and I was so excited. So the first thing I wanted to do was run out to the outdoors. Usually a photographer goes and wants to take portraits of people. I just wanted to go run to a mountain and take a photo of the nearest tree with a sunset right behind it. That's somewhat of a passion.
Oh, that's a beautiful start.
Good start, and it just continued onwards, and then for some reason I kept falling off track. So I would want to go towards photography, but then get pulled into the corporate world, because that's where success was defined. So I had to go and be in the corporate office, and that's how you're gonna achieve your goals in life. So that's what my parents always pushed me to do. So I ended up working for IBM and then the National Basketball Association, and then photography kept pulling me back, and here I am, full time.
Fulfilling your passion, that's so amazing.
Fulfilling my passion, chasing my dream.
On that note of since you're in photography, obviously, I don't know if you've heard of Snapchat's recent filter.
I have.
You have? Have you had a chance to try it out?
I did. I'm scared to try it out, but I laughed because I can't believe how accurate it is. And well, I shouldn't say the word accurate, because man, it just changes a person. I just saw a few of them a little while ago, and you really can't tell.
Yeah, so this is the new filter. What does it do? It changes your face to a guy's or something?
So basically there's two filters. So one will change your gender into, it'll make you appear more with more manly features, and the other one, sorry, I'm stuttering a bit, and the other one will make you more feminine. The guys have been going crazy all over Twitter, sharing how their feminine features would look. It's a bit insane. People are re-downloading the app again just to see how it will turn out.
Yeah.
What do you think of this as a photo editor as well? I'm sure.
Well, in my circle, okay, we're content creators, so we're always looking for new ways to create content. And I actually think this is a very creative way for Snapchat to, I guess, evolve and recreate what's already out there and put a different spin on it and get the people talking. Because at the end of the day, that's what you want people to do, right? True. Is talk about what content you're trying to push. Yeah. So they're doing a good thing, because here we are.
Yeah, exactly. It's a genius move by Snapchat, but it makes us think, when we look at photos that we see online, editing, and we see beautiful pictures of Dubai all the time. What's your take on filter versus natural photos that you post?
Very good question. Very good question. Okay, so to me, filters and we don't use Instagram filters. Photographers don't use filters, those type of filters, and it shouldn't, because it means photo manipulation. But that's not the case. Okay. One falls into the art category, and one falls into actual photography, because you're taking the photo and you're just enhancing the shadows and the highlights and the colors and whatnot, but you're leaving everything the same way. The other is you're adding the moon, the sun, the ducks, and everything else in between. So photo manipulation, similar to what you were saying about the Snapchat idea of changing content, it's not a bad thing. Okay. I don't do it, but it's not a bad thing. I actually like it. It's entertaining sometimes. It's art. That's my take on it. I don't know if that's accurate.
And also, it's one of the social media platforms. So in terms of social media platforms, actually, you use Instagram, obviously.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
How do you feel it best helps with cultivating your art, which is photography taking? How do you use it as a platform to really share?
I'm actually excited about the times that we live in today, because years ago, if you wanted to display your work, you'd have to go to an art gallery. You'd have to go to an area where you can actually print your photos, put them out there, have a certain amount of people see them, or just somehow put it in a newspaper, or whatever the case was. Then we had websites, and then social media finally broke out, and here we are on Instagram. We take a photo, I put a photo out there, 3,000 to 4,000 people get to see it, whether they like it or not, I'm not sure, but they actually get to see it, maybe even more. So it's kind of cool. I think it's fantastic for someone who wants to create content.
True, but you're a content creator and you're making pictures and we all get to benefit for them for free.
Yeah.
How does a content creator in Dubai make money? Because there's so many of you doing amazing things.
Absolutely.
How do you put food on the table?
Very good question. All right. Well, since I do this for as a living, full time. So for an example, I got a call today to go to a certain location to take photos of a certain area because there's a landscape and there's a sun and there's a sunset. So that's part of the deal now. That's a service that I charge for. So using social media to promote my business indirectly is like the best thing possible. The best thing today for a guy like me, because I don't have to, it's free market. I don't have to now say, guys, here's what I do for a living every single day and advertise it. I just go and do what I do and just put the services out there that look like they're for free, but someone will say, hey, can we call that guy because we need photos like this for this magazine? I do magazines. Can we call that guy because we need video, because I do videos as well. We need a commercial done and we need some kind of type of quick content done.
Okay.
It's cool, it works. And I don't have to sit there like a commercial and promote it over and over. Sometimes I do though.
Oh. You mentioned just now that you do videos as well. Any type or specific videos that you actually?
Yeah, well, there's cool travel videos, but I do videos about Dubai. We do commercials. Okay, so I'm gonna say what company I own with my partners. It's F8 Productions.
Give it a shout out for sure.
We own F8 Productions. Go check out f8production.com. So thank you guys for checking them out. But we actually do commercials, and we specialize department.
Okay.
Come up with a whole storyline. We create the story, then we go out there, we shoot it, and it's made for social media content. It's made for the viewer to be entertained, and at the end, the kicker is the marketing of whatever they're trying to sell. Yeah, so it's...
What you're doing is amazing, and I think a lot of content creators would be quite jealous that you're in such a cool position.
I hope they're not. Oh.
But, well, maybe not jealous, but I think that you've done really, really well. Is there a competitive scene among photographers and videographers in Dubai?
There is always, and in fact, I am naturally competitive myself, but in a good way.
It's not a bad thing.
I grew up. I wanted to be number one in everything because of the environment I was raised in. I played sports, and if you didn't do good, you got bashed. So I took that with me to the business world, and now in photography, most of us photographers, we love each other. We hang out, we talk, we laugh, but there's still a competitive edge where, not that we want our fellow photographers' photo not to do good, but we just want ours to do better. So he took a really cool shot. Let me see if I can find a different angle, and then this is that's the competitive edge. But
improving yourself in competitiveness in a better form now. Yeah.
And the beauty of it is we're friends and we congratulate each other, and that's why I love that community. It's really cool. Everyone it's cool.
Does that continue on towards paying clients in competitive? Like, how does that work? Or
okay, so for clients, it's a double-edged sword. So some clients understand the market and understand their budget restrictions and kind of find the middle and the in-between to work with content creators. Others just understand the budget. So, and I say this with all respect to everyone, is the content creator, his creativity is not based on the budget of the company. It's based on his creativeness, how creative he is, how artistic, what he does for a living. So there's got to be some respect to that, and so the negotiation process could be sometimes very aggressive, like, hey, I can get this done for way cheaper than what you're doing it for. Well, yeah, but I'm not. Again, my services are not based on your budget. But to simplify it, it's a double-edged sword. It's tough out there. Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good point. Dear clients.
Dear clients, I'll send you a memo after we're done. An apology. We're okay.
I have one fun question for you, because I was wondering, while going through your photos, you've taken so many photos of Dubai and just like all the best angles of Dubai, infrastructures and whatnot. What's your favorite photo ever that you've taken in the city, though?
I was asked a question.
And why?
I was asked a question one time. Where is your best? Exactly what you just said right there. Yeah. And I said to them, wherever the sun rises and sets in Dubai is my favorite place. And they said, wow, that's so poetic. And well, it's not because it's like trying to, it's because I love sunsets and I love sunrises. And Dubai in general, no matter what angle you look at it, you could be in the middle of the desert. Oh my gosh, I was in the middle of the desert shooting the sunset, and I had a long lens on, so the sun looks huge.
Yeah.
Imagine falling behind a sand dune, so there's no life around it. There's nothing.
Stillness.
That's it. And if you find a little tree, that's even better. But but I mean, it's amazing. You could be in the city or outside the city.
Okay. Amazing. Amazing.
So now I will introduce to you our new segment on the Lovin Show. It's called Tell Us What You Really Think. So we're basically, Casey and I are going to give one word each.
Okay.
And you're just going to have to respond with a one-liner or what you think of in that.
A brief thought.
Oh,
Brief, quick thoughts now.
Quick fire round.
this could be dangerous. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Answers.
Tough.
Shakeside Road.
Busy.
Salek.
Oh. Okay, that's not a word. Huh? Expensive.
Abu Dhabi.
Nice.
Biryani.
Stomach hurts. Tastes great though.
Samsung.
iPhone.
That was a good answer.
Not bad. My last one. Instagram.
Instagram. I like Instagram. I'm sorry.
So do we. Pays the bills.
Yeah, pays the bills. There we go.
Well, no, that was amazing.
That was fun. I did better than I thought. Actually, I thought I was gonna really wreck it and say some bad stuff, but cool.
No, I think in like that really brief time, we got a real insight into the behind the scenes work of what you do. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me, and it's been a pleasure. I've been following you guys for a while, and I love what you guys do. So, these guys are awesome.
Do we.
Yes.
Do we. Thank you so much.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in.